Lighting is not the best. Make Hi, welcome in. I'll start the message in a second. I've already pulled cards. Give me 2 seconds. Can y'all hear me? I put my earphones, my thing in, so hopefully y'all can hear me. But let me know in the chat if you can. Okay, cool. Okay, so we are here at Drop Shots in Houston, Texas. And I pulled some energy because I'm waiting on the rest of the crowd, excuse me, to get here. But the message that I'm getting is specifically for a feminine energy who feels some stagnation in her love life specifically. And the first 3 cards to come out were Eight of Swords, Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and Knight of Swords in reverse. So just going off of this energy, um, I'm seeing this feminine energy doesn't have to be a woman specifically, but it can be. Just somebody in general who's like, okay, I'm doing all of the things right. I check off all of the boxes. I go to the happy hours. I go to the bars. I post up. I am on the dating apps. I'm doing everything that I can do to be open and receptive to love. Why is love not finding me? And Spirit is saying that it's your own limiting beliefs. So I asked, okay, well, what's key, Spirit? Like, what is the stagnation? And what came out was Five of Cups and Two of Pentacles. There's still this longing. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support. I'll try not to like constantly be looking at the comments so that I don't lose my flow, but just know that I will eventually see it. Um, so I'm seeing this longing for the past, and you see how there's like two pentacles here and there's two of pentacles. All right, so one is kind of there, not really there, and the other one is like physically there. And so there's this like being torn between two worlds almost. For some of you, this is being hooked up on an ex, like just constantly thinking about how wrong that they did you. I'm not getting a sense of you like longing for that specific person, but I get that you're longing for your person or the person of your dreams to come in. And so, with the Eight of Swords being at the center of the reading, the Eight of Swords is all about being constrained, but it's all because of your own constraints, your own limiting beliefs. My mom used to say all the time, like stinking thinking, like you constantly being um, ruminating over things that are not tangible or things that you can't really change about yourself. So, for example, if you're constantly being like, oh, well, I'm not getting hit on because I'm fat, or I'm not getting hit on because people don't think I'm pretty, like that's you telling yourself that. Nobody has told you, oh, I don't want to fuck with you because you're a fat bitch. No one's told you that, right? So why are you rehearsing and repeating all these nasty negative things to yourself? So of course I had to get some clarity on if this was actually about love, and Knight of Cups came out. Knight of Cups is the only knight that we have on the board that's in the upright position. So this lets me know that love is definitely coming in, but in order to receive that love, you need to release one, the limiting beliefs that you have about yourself, the negative self-talk, the negative stories that you're constantly rehearsing. But going deeper than that, subconsciously, I'm seeing that you don't believe that you're able to hold the love that it is that you desire. So this is the Empress, and as you can see, it's a pregnant woman. Now, I'm not saying that I'm predicting pregnancy for anybody by any means, but this card doesn't have to represent specifically being with child. It can represent um, an ability to nurture, an ability to be a balanced feminine, like being logical and having boundaries, having good self-talk, being nurturing, being caring, being kind, being compassionate, being the quintessential lady. Um, and with it being in the reverse, coming out with the Knight of Cups, this lets me know that you feel like you can't hold, like you don't have a container to hold the love. That not that you can't give love, but you don't know how to receive love because you've been on the giving end so much. Clarifying that energy, we have the Four of Swords and the Ace of Wands. This lets me know you feel like it's impossible. Like it's there's no point in dating, there's no point in searching out. And to that I say there's never really a point in searching out for anything. If you want something, look at what it takes to get that thing. And if you can do those things and get a solid, tangible outcome, then by all means, go do that. But when it comes to things that are more nuanced and more energetic, like love, there's really nothing that you can do to attract that love or to call it in other than to be yourself. And so, clarifying the Knight of Swords energy in reverse, we have the Queen of Cups and the Six of Cups. What I asked when this came out, thank you so much. What I asked when this came out was how can they release and how can they move forward? Now, when I was shuffling, it did come out in the reverse. And so to speak to this individually. Queen of Cups in reverse, this means pouring back into yourself. And how do you pour back into yourself? Specifically, I am seeing like someone needing to do like affirmations in the mirror. When I was going through the worst breakup of my life, I every single month, because it took me months, really very truthfully years to get over this person, I would write at the beginning of the month every single affirmation that I wanted to focus on in specific areas of my life. And I would put it on my bathroom mirror so that as I'm brushing my teeth, I'm washing my face, I'm looking at these affirmations and then I'm saying them out loud to myself. I'm looking at myself in the mirror. I'm looking myself in the eyes and I'm telling myself, you are beautiful, you are worthy, da da da. Just to make it more personal, you can say I, like make I statements. Um, but there's something here about you speaking the desire, but also releasing because I started looking at the hands in these cards. And the first set of cards that we had out, this woman's hands are like tied, right? And she was like so bound up. In this image, we see this woman like in a cradle position, um, or fetal position. In this one, we see that her hands are not tied up, but she's got things in her hands. She's not open. She can't receive anything because she's got the bags in her hands, right? So the point is to release the burdens, release the bullshit, and by burdens and bullshit, I mean the mental stories that you're constantly telling yourself. And how do you do that? You start to catch yourself. As soon as you have a negative thought, as soon as you have the thinking, as soon as you feel yourself telling yourself all these lies about yourself or telling yourself all of these negative things like, oh, it'll never happen for me. You know, that girl, she's so lucky because she's prettier than me or whatever you're telling yourself. When you stop telling yourself those things, and you really truly believe that you are worthy of the desires of your heart, and you truly believe that you are capable of holding and creating a safe container for the thing that you desire, that's when it comes in. So the Six of Cups, that's the last card that we had out for the third section. And this card talks about either past life or like childhood related items. Um, for some of you, there's a need to release a past partner or, excuse me, a parent. Um, I'm not really sure what's there. They're not giving me anything more. But there's something there about like a relationship with a parent, possibly a relationship with a mother figure. Uh, yeah, definitely something there. Um, there's a lot of swords energy, so that's air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. I did pull one card from the goddess deck just to see like what is the final thing to like get you over this hurdle, and it is pleasure. If you look very closely at the card, um, you know, everyone has their own definition or preference of what sexy is or what their perception is, right? But in this, she looks very free. Also, look at her hands and her arms. Like her arms are open in comparison to all these other cards where the women are like bound up or in these very constricted poses. She's not in a constricted pose. She's standing true in her power. And with all the purple and gold in this card, it lets me know that she knows her self-worth. So, of course, it would be very easy for me to say, like, you need to know your self-worth or else you'll never find love. But that's not it. It's more nuanced. It's about you prioritizing yourself first instead of looking out and looking at, well, who's going to love me and who's going to give me this and who's going to give me that. It's how can I give that to myself? So for some of you, you definitely do need to develop a self-pleasure practice, whatever that looks like for you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to get in your business like that. But do know that if you are into crystals, they do have um, manual wands, if you catch my drift. I'm specifically seeing black onyx and rose quartz. those might be two beneficial crystals to work with. Rose quartz because it helps soften the heart center and it helps soften you up and open you up to love. But black onyx, that is more so for protection. I'm not really well versed in crystals, so I couldn't tell you like all of the properties and benefits of each of those crystals, but those two specifically came through. Especially if you're a wand girly and you like to use wands in your self pleasure practice, do know that they make wands of that sort. Um, for some of you, you're a singer or a spoken word artist or a rapper. There's something here about like using your voice to free you. If this energy here with the Queen of Cups and the Six of Cups in reverse, if that resonates with you in terms of you needing to release past pains and like you um, finding ways to like nurture yourself, the best way that you can nurture yourself is by using the gift that you've naturally been given by God. And it's something to do with your voice. So I don't know if you're a singer, spoken word artist, whatever. Whatever that looks like for you, if you have a past passion in those areas, get back into it. The last thing I want to say before I close this out is all the tarot cards that came out, I counted them and there were 11. And the number on this pleasure card, let me see it, is 11. So 1111 might be a power number for you. You might be seeing that angel number, or if you start to see that number this week, today, whenever, know that that is confirmation that you are on the right path. Know that that's confirmation that the love that you desire is coming in so long as you do the work that's required. Now, I don't want you to think that you have to do specific like tasks to be worthy of love, because that's not the point. The point is for you to be satisfied in your own space. The point is for you to be secure in yourself and who you are, so that when the true love comes in, you aren't constantly questioning it. You're not constantly thinking that, this person can possibly love me. They couldn't possibly want to be with me. Like, you're not telling yourself those shitty things. So I hope that this helps. I don't know why YouTube keeps sending me all the racist bots, but hopefully they figure that shit out because I'm sick of it. But if you are in Houston and you're not afraid of the rain, and you'd like a personal reading in person, I am at Top Shots Airline at the Houston Farmers Market today until. Okay, nobody asked me that rain turkey because obviously it does if I'm talking about it. If you are in Houston and you are not afraid of the rain and you'd like a personal reading, feel free to come on by. Um, if you can't make it today and you still would like a personal reading in person, I do have a space in Pearland. Go to the community tab on my page and you will find the post. I don't know if you can pin post on YouTube or not, but I'll figure it out. I am usually there Monday through Thursday, 11 to 6. But because tomorrow's a holiday, I will not be there. I will be with my man. Thank you very much. Some people are just committed to being dumb as hell, and clearly you're one of those people. All right, I'm getting off here because I'm not about to let the internet drag my oar down. Um, but y'all have a blessed day, and I will see y'all the next time I decide to pop in. Ciao.